Hey guys, Crypto Mike here with the mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Please hit the thumbs ups, the subscribe button, and the notification bell right down there in the corner. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, you guys, so the subject of this video is I want to let you know that in my opinion, we haven't really taken a look at this too much, okay? But what we're going to do in this video, we're going to take a look at David Schwartz. Okay, he's put out a couple more tweets. You guys, I love going through David Schwartz's tweets. There is something that sparks something in me. This morning, I was kind of not feeling that great. I was like, kind of cloudy out, kind of overcast, kind of tired, And then someone messaged me one of Schwartz's tweets, and I did the gematria thing with it, and I was like, that's right. It put me in a good mood because there's something magical. I'm telling you guys, something magical about David Schwartz's Twitter feed. All right. First of all, he combines intelligence with logic, and then he takes it up to a whole different level. All right. And he gives us something. He gives us a lot to get into, to dive deep into, and then to digest, and to actually just think about. He gives us a lot of food for thought, and we have a lot of fun. Okay. Now, I also want to tell you that hidden in the archives of the World Wide Web are pieces of hidden fruit, okay, that we have not really explored too much on this channel, yet we will start exploring more because Hodor is the master. Okay, he is similar to David Schwartz, but he's a blogger, all right? He hasn't been around for a few months, okay? But he's been blogging about Ripple and XRP for years. And he is excellent at what he does, okay? So we're going to go over this article by him, his latest one. And you guys, there are like so many hidden, pieces of information in there that we just really haven't gone over. And we're going to start kind of digging into who is Hodor and what kind of information was he giving to us? And also, was there maybe little hidden messages in there? Okay, can we piece together the clues that he gives us to give us more of a big picture, okay, idea here of what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and where it's going to take us, guys. Now, first, I'm going to just check out Twitter here. I retweeted a few different things in there. Go follow me on Twitter. Almost at 4,000 subscribers or followers. On my YouTube channel, I'm almost at 10K. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, and very happy about that, you guys. It really is a milestone for me, and without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. I appreciate the fact that you guys liked my perspective on this space, where I try to keep it all kind of well-rounded to where I put my opinion in there, but I try to keep it logical. And I also try to give you insights on not just XRP, but other coins that are building an infrastructure in this new financial ecosystem, the Web 3.0, okay? Now, David Schwartz just tweeted this picture, and he said, check your spelling, please. I have not actually checked it out yet. I could go and check it out. Brownie bites, I wonder. I don't know. Let's check it out real quick. It might mean something in gematria. But I did check one of them, one of his comments on his post, and it led me down somewhere interesting. An interesting thought, an interesting path that I have not explored yet. And it's just all speculation. Now, Project Looking Glass, that's a good one. I'm glad that that came out. I think I get it. 10,000. Imagine 10,000 right away. Just keep the dream alive, guys. Now, you know, who knows? Who knows? But I discovered something when I went down into his, there's Ashley Beeson. Dyslexia struggle is real. Decadent chocolate brownie bites tossed in powdered sugar. Powdered sugar brownie bites. I don't understand this. Powdered sugar powder brownie bites. Check your spelling, please. I'm trying to understand exactly what he is saying here. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. David Schwartz doesn't just post tweets. You guys know, right? You must know by now that he has fun with us, okay? And I don't even care if he's trolling. I don't think he's trolling. I think he really does know something. Of course, we all know, you know, we all know. He really knows, but we all know something big is coming, guys. You know, maybe this is his way of just helping us to be entertained along the way and to keep the hope alive, you know? Check your spelling, please. I don't know what that means, but he did comment. He did leave a reply to someone here. XRP could be the standard. Okay. He said, do they taste good? And David Schwartz said, like death, I assume. And so I didn't even try check your spelling, please. I haven't even put that in yet. But I saw like death, I assume. Okay. And I typed it in. And before you guys hate on me, okay, please don't hate on me. All right. I know this is just speculation. We're just having fun here. But I've never thought about this kind of thing before. So what happens was when you type that in, it comes out to 587 in Jewish gematria. All right. I didn't see anything particularly intriguing about what it could mean, maybe. Not exactly. I mean, I didn't really see anything. But 587 is two numbers. It's 2 digits away from 589. Now, what are we 2 digits away from today? Did you ever think about that? It's interesting, right? To say the least. Okay. Very interesting train of thought. Okay. I'm hopping on this train here, and we're taking this thought train in a different direction. What if 589 was the amount of days from a certain date to the finish line? Okay, remember, you guys, I do think this is very important, but on Ripple's December 7th anniversary, they had they put pictures out, and in one of their pictures they had a finish line flag, a checkered flag, and they were celebrating. They were holding champagne, okay? And I forgot which office it was. It might have been in France or something like that. I don't know. They've got offices all around the world. They were holding champagne, they're drinking champagne. They were so happy. And they had a checkered flag in the middle of their table. What does that mean? I don't know, but to me, I think maybe that means this year was the end of an era, okay? And on to the next one. That's what I think. So what's happening at the end of this year? Well, that's when we should probably start seeing some kind of positive price action, right? But in 2 days, guys, I'll show you this. What happens in 2 days? Well, it's a very important date in the on the American calendar, right? And usually, actually, most of the world follows this calendar, but in 2 days, January 1st, 2020, 1/1/2020. All right. So I did a little calculation here, and I went, what is 589 days from back from January 1st, 2020? And that happened to be May 22nd. So there's a second number that we like, is 22. That's another number we like that we're hearing all the time, we're dwelling on. There's 589 and there's 22. All right. Which also happened to be, Congress is going to go over, let me show you. Congress is going to go over, go to screenshots. They're going to go over blockchain. Okay. And, I'll show you something here. Hopefully I can find it. They had 5 and 8 and 9 and 22. You guys, I think the government is involved somehow with Bearable Guy. Okay? Call me crazy, but for some reason I think the government is somehow involved, because they keep showing us sign after sign after sign. I'm telling you guys, it's much bigger than you guys. I know everyone thinks people like me are crazy. Anyone who says something like that is nuts. Not really, when you think about it, you know. Why would you really think? Are you really that? You think I'm disillusioned? Some people are so disillusioned that they think that everything we think we know about government is true. And we think we know everything, right? You guys, it's the opposite. We don't know anything. We don't know anything about what the government's up to, what kind of people they are, you know, what's going on, and what they're trying to do for us, or not for us, but what they're trying to do, you know, involving us. We don't know, you guys. So I do think the government could be involved. Federal Reserve, they released a coloring book, right? They released a comic book a couple decades ago, right? And it was very odd, but why would they release a comic book? Now, this could be something similar to that. You know, Bearable Guy is drawn by a professional type artist, okay? So whoever the artist is for Bearable Guy, he is professional. I would not call it amateur, okay? It is definitely professional. Hold on, I'm trying to show you the coloring book, or the comic books here. These comic books were released by the Federal Reserve a couple decades ago. Wishes and Rainbows. Now, there's a guy who did a deep dive on these. I forgot his name. What's his name? He's a YouTuber. Haven't seen him for a little while, actually. He's a big silver advocate. Okay. What's his name? You guys know. I'm sure you guys know his name. But he hangs out with Bitcoin Ben. Bix Weir. His name is Bix Weir. And these comic books have clues in them that are basically really kind of dark and mysterious. But they're talking about this like new world order kind of thing. All right. And the Federal Reserve actually released these comic books. They created them and they sold them. So it's crazy, huh? So I do believe it's possible, guys. All right. Now, what happened on May 22nd? The only thing noticeable that I found was a sharp decrease in volume on the XRP chart. So maybe that was the start of something, including that involved XRapid, right? Maybe they tested it and then they turned it off, and then they let the banks start accumulating and doing their thing. You know, this whole chart is extremely calculated and very methodical. Okay, I want to show you this guy, blockchain Bradley, no, blockchain something. I retweeted it. He's got a new YouTube blockchain backer. Okay, look at that chart. Okay, everything up to here is where we're at. Now, if it followed the same exact pattern that it's been doing, you know, but if it followed the same pattern that happened last time and you put it up there, it would look so just like planned out, you know, and very predictable, right? That's what I think. Now, I think they want it to be that way on purpose. That's what I think. They want it to be that way on purpose. Okay? So, it would make sense, you know? Now, another thing I want to show you guys is, see. The Federal Reserve is going to have a webinar on cross-border payments, and you're invited. Join us for a webinar on Monday, January 13th. Okay. So I retweeted that. Go check it out. I'll see if I can live stream that. All right. And then also Ripple, they just put out this tweet a few hours ago. They said skeptics might still view digital assets as a giant game of Jenga, just waiting for a wrong move to send all the blocks tumbling down. But we see the future of digital assets more like a vast set of Legos. And in my assumption, this really actually does look like Bearable Guy's wall. Okay? I mean, you can't ignore the parallels, right? The missing piece. You know, you can't ignore the parallels between Bearable Guy, Ripple, David Schwartz, you know, and the government putting out numbers 58922. You know, the mainstream media is starting to do it too. So perhaps Bearable Guy, like I've said before, I do think he was being leaked inside information from Ripple. He could have been planned. Who knows? We don't know. It's going to be next to impossible to find out exactly, because I think multiple people were involved. But I do still believe that somehow David Schwartz is kind of involved in a way. Maybe Ethan Beard, maybe Nick Bugalis. And they have multiple accounts on Twitter, guys. Okay, we shouldn't ignore the possibility and the probability too. You know, if I was popular and famous, and of course I wouldn't want to have other, you know, little accounts that I can go around with and kind of stay out of the limelight. And I could also discuss things in other ways and, you know, not be, you know, I wouldn't have people digging into me like crazy, like with everything I say, you know. I could actually just be normal, right? So I'm sure, I can guarantee you, even though I can't prove it, okay, but I can guarantee you, and I also have a few ideas of who they might be, but there are alternate accounts for most of these big people here up in the Ripple headquarters. So what I think they mean too, also, is when they say Legos, they mean bricks. Bricks. Bricks is going to be built on XRP. You know, everything's going to be, it's the bridge currency at the very least. At the very least, and for that reason, it does need to increase in value. BRICS is huge, guys. Let's not discount the enormity of BRICS, the BRICS nations creating gold-backed cryptocurrencies. Do not discount that and how big it is, okay? And what are they going to use for that? To transfer between nations XRP, okay? They're going to use the XRP ledger, and it would not make any sense to have something else used instead of XRP unless there's a possibility that XRP will be actually meant for something much bigger, and it could be called a commodity. And, you know, I think Chainlink and XRP actually are two of cryptos that have somewhat of a slight chance of being a commodity, a crypto commodity. But if that was the case, then what would run on the XLM ledger, the Lumens ledger, or the Lumens? What would run on the XRP ledger? The only other one I can think of right now that was built very similar to XRP is Stellar Lumens. And the funny thing is that they burnt enough of their... Why did they burn their lumens? I don't really know, but they burnt enough so that it matches XRP more. Okay, so we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, but we should not ignore little clues that we see, and we should not ignore all the possibilities, any and all possibilities, guys. All right, now Swift also just put this out. As we look back on 2019, the community made significant leaps forward in our move towards the new ISO 222 messaging standard. All right, and that's another thing we see. 22 is a number we should not ignore, right? Look at the number in the top left corner, 1122. The universe itself is telling us these things as well. You know, this is multi-leveled, guys. Okay. Multi-leveled. Synchronicities are a way of life now. We just see them left and right. 2020 is going to be even crazier when it comes to it's going to get crazier and crazier. Therefore, it's going to get funner and funner. And I'm not just talking about the prices of our cryptos or our big holdings, you know. That's going to be amazing. I mean, but at least we get all this other stuff to consume and digest, you know, along the way. All right. So what are they talking about here? ISO 222, Swift, better data, better payments. What could they be talking about? Chainlink and XRP. The two companies we know that are very parallel to Swift, right? They were working with Swift, in my opinion. Okay? It's all right there in front of us, you know? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Haters gonna hate, you know? But our wallets are gonna gain weight. That was terrible, but hey, I tried. All right, guys. For now, that's the end of this video. I will do Hodor in another video. All right, because that's a little too long to do in just one video. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Crypto Mike out. Peace.